If you're afraid to start your first business or your 10th business, you're in the right place. Let's crack open the human mind, take a look, and get you to grow your business as fast as possible. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a business owner. My name is Ryan Knoll. I've started tons of businesses, at least 10 that come to my mind right now. And every business was a lesson, every time we learned something, but that fear never really went away. That anxiety about starting, about taking the first step. So we're going to examine what that looks like, what that feels like, crack it open, and we're going to make it work for you. We're going to harness that fear, and we're going to grow that business of yours as fast as possible. Being afraid to start a business or to take that first step is super natural. Everybody goes through it. Everybody feels it. You can be the biggest entrepreneur in the world, and there's anxiety about taking new steps and doing new stuff. For a lot of us entrepreneurs, that's the thing that's fueling us. That's what's pushing us forward, is that adrenaline rush that we get from that fear. And that's the trick. That's the secret to starting that first company and taking that first step, is let's take that fear. Just know that it's coming from some ancient, weird place where that business isn't a jaguar sitting in the bush that's going to jump out and eat you. It's just our weird fear of social anxiety or self-perception that either we can't do this, I'm not good enough, or people are going to judge me if this doesn't go right, or this is going to fail. The good news is that none of it matters. There was a time when you would go out and start a business and you would get judged for doing something silly or stupid. That doesn't exist anymore. Entrepreneurs are accepted in the world at large. People like and appreciate entrepreneurs. And even if you fail, and this is where people get hung up here, is we overvalue the cost of failure. What happens when you fail? If you start this business, what happens if it doesn't work out? You start a business, you get a couple customers, you figure out how to do some marketing, you maybe make it 10K, 20K a month, and then it just goes kaput and fails and it's done and it's over. And now what? You're going to put that on your resume, go apply for a job, and they're going to be like, you started a business? You're an entrepreneur? That's really enterprising of you. You know what? We're going to start you at 100 grand this year, and we're going to be so excited to have you in our company. What's the cost, right? As long as you've got everything else in order, probably the biggest thing that I would make sure you want to do when you're starting that first company is get your family on board, get your friends on board. Hey, I'm going to disappear. I'm going to have a lot of long weekends and nights. I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff. As long as those relationships are set and covered, you don't have a lot to lose. Start the company. Take the first step. Harness that fear that you're feeling, that anxiety that you're feeling, to power you and move you forward. Use that adrenaline boost that you're getting. And I've got 3 practical tips to give you to take that first step, to make that first jump, leap of faith, and get started. The first step is to get going. Get started. Just do it. I had a friend who was just casually talking with me about their business. I wasn't coaching them or anything, but they wanted to start this tutoring company. And my advice to them was to get the first customer. And she didn't listen. She just started throwing money into software and development and spent all this money and time and everything. And she never ended up getting that first customer. It was analysis by paralysis. I want you to get that first customer, even if you're not ready, even if you don't know how to do it. If you're going to paint houses or hang garage doors or fix air conditioning units, just let somebody call you and go do it. And when I say let somebody, I mean, put up a Google ad, put a yard sign up saying AC repair. Do it for your cousin, your grandma, your mom, anybody that will let you do this, paint the living room or whatever. Just get the first customer. That jump from 0 to 1, even if you're not ready, even if you don't have uniforms and wrapped vehicles and fancy tools and all this marketing and software, is going to be so educational for you. You're going to learn what's important to the customer. You're going to learn the things that you need to do to have that thing be effective and to work. And you're going to come out 1,000 times smarter for just doing the service for one person. Once you do that, That's the first lesson, which is to get going, to get started, to just do it. The second is to get good at it. And this is where people get messed up. I think this is the analysis by paralysis, where we just spend all the time thinking about the thing we want to do and not actually doing it. Consistency will make you better. And we're going to go back to the mastery cycle of try, apply, review, reflect, plan, and improve. We're going to try it. We're going to just see what happens. Then we're going to take some time to reflect on what just happened. What could we do better? We're going to make a plan, and then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it again. And then we're going to do it a third time and a fourth time. And we're going to keep consistent with it. And eventually this will start to build a flywheel where that business is going to get better and better and better. And you're going to grow and you're going to be more confident in the company. And the last step, the last thing I want you to do here, I want you to get smart. By getting smart, what I mean is keep doing this, keep improving, keep constantly looking back at what you're doing in the work and growing. And it all comes down to taking that first step, taking that first action. And what I want to leave you with here is we want to balance analysis and action. For a lot of people, analysis paralysis is a real thing. We just want to watch all the YouTube videos and read all the books and all this stuff about starting that first company. We end up just doing nothing because all we're doing is researching. You know, you're getting that dopamine hit from reading the book and learning the new thing and watching the YouTube video, but you're not going out and doing it. You're not trying. You're not just getting that first customer. And now there's room for analysis. You know, we want to leave some room to study and learn and make a plan. But where that is going to be a negative is when it doesn't come with some action. Analysis, action, analysis, action, analysis, action. Do your analysis, but take action. Taking action, getting that first customer is going to be the number one thing that you have to do to get to the next level. All this to say, fear is okay, except that fear is going to be a part of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is scary. We don't all have mentors and coaches to hold our hand and guide us through all this stuff. And especially if you just were born on the wrong part of town, you probably don't know any entrepreneurs. But that doesn't mean that it's not possible. So you have to believe in yourself, believe that you can do this, and just take that first step. And part of that is getting into the right mindset of the first time I do this, I'm probably not gonna like the results. It's probably gonna be awkward. It's gonna feel weird, but the more I do it, the better I'm going to get at it. So we just have to take that first step. Accept that fear, make that fear your friend, and take the first step. So I want you to get in the comments right now and let me know, what's the first step you're going to take to start your business? It sounds silly, but I promise you, if you write it down, put it in the comments, post it somewhere public, you're going to start the process of manifesting that for yourself. Your brain is going to react differently to just thinking it versus writing it down. Put it in the comments. What's your first step to starting your business? And don't be afraid of your fear. Harness that fear and get started. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.